Hi, everybody. It's your favorite girl, Elena, here to play your favorite water witch, Remy.
Hi, guys. My name is Kyle. I play Oswald.
Hi, I'm Britton, and I play Michael.
Hi, I'm Allie. I play River, and I will also be your game goddess. Let's get this show started. Hi guys, Allie here. Because we had a nice little fun re-record before this session, the recap I originally gave in here is not correct. So I'm going to recap you right now, and then I'm going to put you into the correct spot where you're supposed to be. Awesome. Great. Can't wait to hear from you. All right. So where we left off is we just finished the banquet, but it's not where I am going to start the actual episode. Where I'm starting the actual episode is within their Airbnb where they are staying. And yeah, so what happened at the banquet, if you need a nice little refresher, is so there was a evolution banquet with Peter and a few other followers and what now I call the Reaper. The Reaper is the show of the production of what Mappy's character Johnny can make, and a kind of like a mixture of the DNA that is made from Casper Amber's character. So yeah, that was sort of the banquet, sort of an unveiling of that, and to sort of get people onto Evolution's side. I hope this recap helped. I'm gonna drop you into the actual episode now. Yeah, because the recap I did with everybody else was no longer correct. All right, thanks guys. Bye.
Damn.
But it's now the following evening, so the next day evening, you guys kind of had a chill day. You decided that it was going to be better for you guys to basically stay in the house and keep a low profile for a minute than to just go out into the city and see what's up. Now, what did you guys do on this sort of like chill day? You guys could do research. You guys could be checking out the butt plug weapon that you guys will not shut up that you think it's a butt plug, but it's not a butt plug.
Yes.
You can check that out. You guys kind of already did. You saw that it did the mutant power stunning effect, but it could always do other stuff. You never know. You could see the inner workings of that. You can make up a few plans. You can talk about what you want to do next. You guys can tell me what's up.
I mean, I think Michael's just not really gonna do much. Because we found out what the hell the thing does.
Yeah.
We think we know what it does.
Is there like anything else on there like to change, like quote unquote change modes? Like if I fuck with it, try to turn it and whatnot.
There might be.
Do you want to know who would be really good with fucking things up to see if it changes? The twins.
I don't want to give it to the twins though, because then they'll just eat it and
that's true. That is a possibility. That they might not die. Don't say that.
No, they're immortal god beings. But I'm just saying, if you wanted to test that theory, you could.
We don't have anybody that's good with technology, do we? Or Oswald.
Yeah, you have Oswald that can speak.
Oswald's really good. I mean, even then, if Oswald can't do it, you could we can get in contact with Data.
Yep.
Okay. Do you want Oswald to try?
Yeah. See, hand it to Oswald. You think you can speak with this thing?
I can give it a try. I make no guarantees.
All right, Kyle, give me a technologies check.
Okay. I have to. Where's that? I'm not rolling dice today. I don't feel good.
Let me get out at least one d20.
I rolled a 6 or a 14, but a +6, and I got a 20.
I was about to say you rolled a 6 and it's a 20.
So, you hold it in your hand, Oswald. Do you close your eyes?
Yeah.
Okay. So you hold it in your hand and you close your eyes. You guys are noticing something of Oswald's kind of communication power that you haven't like fully noticed before, but right before he goes to like talk or like communicate with this device, his electric blue eyes sort of like do a full like flash to white and then back to blue, and then he closes his eyes. And when he goes to touch the device, there's like this almost like electric shock of like electric blue that goes into the device. I just think that sounds hotter than you touch it and it speaks to you.
I touch it speak.
So with the 20, it does like this fun little like music in your head, like a little an introduction music, like those 90s toys when you turned it on, it was like doo-doo. So you do hold it and it goes, hello.
I when it says hello, I'm like, you don't happen to know a Jake Gold, do you?
Jake Gold. Processing. Jake Gold, member of Astoria Cybernetic Technologies, main engineer. Employee number 65290AB9.
You should have gone with 69,420.
I don't understand that joke. I believe it was a joke. I do not understand it.
It's okay. Robots aren't supposed to get humor.
What was the number again? Sorry.
Oh no, you want me to actually repeat that? I have some news for you, Britton.
Let's keep changing it every time you say it.
Not important.
Okay, then never mind. If you don't remember it, then it doesn't matter.
It was not written down. It was just spoken in my head.
Awesome.
I could also be that guy, and I'm like, hey, in character, hey, can you repeat that number for me?
It is not going to match. I fucked up.
At least it's honest.
I said it, it immediately was deleted.
After the device says all that shit that I can't remember right now. By the way, for those of you at home, I don't know if you can tell, but I think I'm getting sick, so I apologize for me not being as energetic as normal. Anyway, so after it repeats all that, I'm like, so what do you do?
Am the OBX Dome. Nice to meet you. I'm sorry, I did not grab your name.
Jake Gold. That's why I asked.
You're Jake Gold.
Yes.
Okay. Head engineer. Good job.
It's a happy robot.
Validation from a robot.
This reminds me of those vector robots.
Yeah, right. The little ones with the trackpads.
I have military laser technology. I also have the ability to shoot the mutant.
I forgot what they were called. The mutant.
You're not going to find help from me.
The mutant numbing darts to enable mutant powers for a sustainable amount of time.
Don't do that to anyone here.
Noted. I also can shock. Would you like to see?
Is River anywhere nearby?
Yeah, River's sitting on the couch.
Can I like touch it to River so that it shocks River?
Absolutely fucking not. That's my child.
Do it to Zach.
I do it anyway.
Just go, hey, River, catch.
Yeah, right. Actually, yeah, that's what I do. River, hey, heads up.
You know what? Give me a persuasion roll, motherfucker.
That's not persuasion. That's more whatever.
No, you need to persuade her to fucking catch that shit.
That's I rolled a 15 plus 10 at 25.
All right, I'm going to do a. I forgot. Check. Yeah, basically. Or intellect.
On the table.
Oh, you want me to do it on the table?
On the table. I want to see proof.
That's an intellect check.
What did you get on the dice?
I did an intellect, but I'm going to do an investigation because I'm the DM and I can do that. 30.
Wow. You got a fucking 19 on the die plus 11. This is bullshit.
River does not catch it. She goes, "There's something off about that."
So what? Does it go like to somebody else then?
No, it flies across the room, and while it's flying, you hear it go. Wee!
Knocks the shit out of the TV that it hits.
The Airbnb TV.
Yeah. I put a note on the TV that says, "Whoops, my bad."
And also, when it hits the TV, you hear it go, bzz, and all of a sudden, the TV, like you see, like this shock. You just go across the TV, and then it like goes down. I'm not sure if you're still connected to it, Oswald. I think it'd be funny if you are still a little bit connected to it, and it goes.
It's nap time now.
It just shuts down.
I feel like Zach's there watching the TV and then sees this and is like, "Dude, what the fuck?"
Yeah, that's basically. Zach is literally just watching this right now, going, "I don't know what's going on here." And River's looking at you, Oswald, like, "What the fuck? You wanted me to catch that?"
I didn't know what it would do.
Yes, you did. You just talked to it. I don't believe that.
You have no proof.
I. She's like doing the fingers on the ice thing, like I'm fucking watching you.
I go back and I pick it up and I'm like, okay, so cool, you can do that. Are
you going to tell everybody what it does, or are you just going to keep the information to yourself? Because Michael's the one that was just like, hey, talk to this.
I'm going to walk away like Gollum and Smeagol, saying my precious, and then go back to my room.
Well, you're not getting that back, Britt.
No, I tell everybody what it does. I tell everybody what it does.
Okay. Does Remy want to do anything?
I've been thinking about what she would do, like, for the portion of the day. I think because in my mind, I have a feeling that this was like a publicity stunt so that Peter could knock down our ratings levels. So I think she's been like scouring social media and the news all day.
The only thing that's on social media that you can see is like the snapshots right before the mutant ball. So kind of just like the snapshots right before the Met Gala where you don't see what's going on the inside. You only saw what was going on the outside. That's basically what you see.
Are we like judging outfits?
You can.
Yeah, are they judging outfits?
Yeah, I would love to judge outfits.
All of our outfits?
I mean, like, are we scrolling through the photos, like, judging outfits?
Well, I think I think after a while, like, once Remy has realized, like, yes, like, for a fact that we're good, we're in the clear, she is most definitely judging outfits.
That's fair.
I'm right there with you.
Okay. So,
can I roll to see how many, like, horrendous outfits I see?
Oh my god, can I roll a fashion check to see?
Yeah, roll me a fashion check.
Okay, I have a +9, so it's either, if I roll low, that means that there were a lot of good-looking people, but if I roll high, we spot all the ugly outfits.
Like the outfits that were supposed to be art pieces.
It landed in the crack. Okay, I rolled an 8 + 9, so a 17.
There are definitely like a few that like shouldn't have been worn. It was very obvious like this was their first time like actually having to dress themselves, sort of.
Okay. And then I also check to see what our ratings are.
Remy, you are currently standing at, you were at a 4.7, you are now at a 4.85.
Ooh, so that must mean I must have been high up there on the sexy list.
Where am I?
You were at a 2, weren't you, Oswald?
Progress.
No, I'm trying to find where. Oswald, you were at 1.7. You are now at a steady 1.9. You are almost at a 2.
Ooh. It's like
Michael,
my GPA going up slowly.
Michael, you went from a 4.3 to a 4.4.
Woo! I'm a little bit better. Good.
Rivers went to, 1 minute, I'm writing these down. Rivers went from a 3.6 to a 3.8. And Shade went from a 4.0 to a 4.2. And Zach went from a 3.0 to a 3.3. Progress.
Man, I would have just laughed if like someone like just nosedived. Like, you know what I mean? Like someone was like, "Oh yeah, every single one of you did really good," and then there was just one of us who was like, "But someone lost like 2 stars."
They went from a 4.0 to a 2.0.
I know.
No.
That would have been so funny.
You have to remember, technically, you guys saved everybody last night too, so that could have actually done you good.
But that would have been funny where like after all of that and then someone like comments underneath, "You cut in front of me in the bagel line." Like you know what I mean? Like just some stupid shit.
All right. So, yeah, your social stats actually went up a little bit.
Woo!
So it goes into the night. How late would you say you guys stay up?
Not long.
Not long?
Not
All right,
long.
I'm
Michael,
eating
you're
M&Ms, but Oswald goes to bed pretty quickly.
Okay. Remy?
I think I'm probably up until like 11 and then I go to bed.
Okay. And River goes to bed around like 10:30. So Shade obviously follows Oswald, and Zach is in his own room because him and River aren't technically together yet.
Oh, Shade and Oswald are sleeping together.
Oh my.
Ooh.
Guys, I think they're a couple.
Scandalous.
This is just
Wee woo,
speculation.
wee woo, someone call the parent brigade. We have
Objection,
an
speculation.
Objection, speculation, objection, hearsay. We have an unsupervised couple. Wee woo, wee woo.
Objection.
If Remy does that, sure. Join in the chaos.
I don't do that, but me as Elena, I'm like, oh my god, yes.
Okay, so in these past few days, Michael, I'm going to go to Michael after he went to sleep early. After these last few days, it's been relatively quiet other than the banquet. It's you guys just been kind of understanding like Anchorage and how it works. Frank has kind of been on his dock the entire time. You kind of wanted to keep him out of the fray until like he's absolutely needed, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So you're resting, you're sleeping. Would you say you're in like a deep sleep around 11:30, 12 o'clock at night?
Yes. You passed the fuck out.
Okay. So in your sleep, you're dreaming. I don't know exactly what you're dreaming of, but you're dreaming. It could be of racing, it could be of gambling, it could be of your older life in Eden.
The prior life before this whole shindig.
It could be a horny dream.
It could be a horny dream with Remy. I was trying to step away from that, but Elena put it on a platter.
I never said a horny dream with me.
Horny dream about Remy.
No.
Roll.
Roll for it.
Roll for
No.
No.
So, whatever you're dreaming of, you suddenly hear this in your dream, which is...
Frank, what the fuck?
Elena, I'm going to need you to shut the fuck up kindly.
No, hold on. You redo that, please. Sorry, I was just thinking, wouldn't that be funny if he was having a horny dream and then just out of nowhere, that was the sound that the person was making of whom he was having sex with?
Okay.
Okay, redo. I will not laugh this time, I promise.
Okay, so in your dream, you suddenly hear the...
Wake up! What the fuck? What do you want?
When you look at Frank, the way Frank kind of has his phone ringer, quote unquote, is he's like jiggling a little bit, and he's just like, and every time he does the, his lights on his eyes just kind of open, and he kind of like lights up the whole room for a second, and he kind of jumps, and he's just like basically ringing like a phone.
Where do I click, Frank?
Frank opens up his belly and he goes, ah!
All right. Is there a name that's attached to whoever the fuck is calling through Frank?
It has the initials L. It has the initials LF.
LS. Who the fuck is LS?
No, LF.
Oh shit. Okay.
Laser friend.
Sure.
Little Frank.
Sure. You know what? Fuck it. Hit click.
Okay, so you hit click and you hear the boom, and all of a sudden it was kind of like FaceTime, but that comes up and you see a short girl with a short blunt bob, all black, little to no makeup on her face, kind of dressed in a kind of black sweater vest, has big round glasses on, has a beauty mark under her eye, almost gives you like Snow White vibes, but like kind of vampire-y. And she looks at you and she goes, there you are.
Well, looks like you've been getting about as much sleep as I have, Lillian.
Oh, I was about to say Lisa Frank.
Little fucker.
Lillian goes, well, she keeps me busy. You and I both know that.
Yeah.
Where are you? Your mother's keeping me up at night trying to deal with you. Well, I should be doing other things.
Oh, that's funny. That's a good joke there, Lillian.
No one's joking here, Michael. Where are you?
I ain't gonna tell you that one, Lillian. I'm sorry.
You know I have ways of finding you, yeah?
Yeah, I already know that you know probably exactly where I'm at, actually.
I know you're in Anchorage. How about that?
Mm-hmm. You know I'm here. I think we'll keep it at that, and Michael will immediately hang up.
It starts ringing again.
Do you have a silencer? Do you have a silence?
When you ask that, Frank just starts like robot weeping. The best way I can explain it, like it's giving me anxiety. Like that's
Just roll over and smack Frank like an alarm clock.
That's
good.
Feelings. Oh fucking hell! God damn it! Sure, you know what? Fine. Well, if we're gonna fucking finish this conversation, hit the answer. What the fuck do you want, Lillian? You know damn well I'm not going to tell you where I'm at.
Yeah, I figured you wouldn't. Can you please, like, have a full conversation with me before you hang up like a child?
Well, you know I don't want to ever...
It's so hard.
Yeah. Your life is miserable. Yep.
No, yours is too, sweetie. I see it. Yeah. So just wanted to let you know, because this is still my job and I need to like inform you. And I figured you'd want this information anyways. Your mother's on her way. That's it. And she hangs up.
This does not help the fact that I fully believe that Michael's mom is Astoria. Hi guys, Elena here. I'm here to talk to you about this week's sponsor, Zencastr. When we first started off recording Dice Drop Evolution, it was, let's say, on brand as a chaotic mess. So, when we first discovered Zencastr, we were beyond excited. We found out that they had crystal clear sound and gorgeous HD video, and it was perfect for us because we lived all in different time zones. You are able to separate the audio video tracks that record separately for guests and for your host. They're able to secure your cloud backup and you never lose any of your interviews or storytelling. It is so easy to use that even a dingus like me, if I tried to actually edit on a podcast, it might be flawless. So what you can do is you can go on ahead over to zen.ai/Dice Drop Evolution or click the link down below and get 30% off your first 3 months with a pro account. Anyone can make a podcast with Zencastr. Bye, guys.
You've just finished your masterpiece and are ready to unleash it onto the world as soon as possible in its most raw, untouched form. It's absolutely incredible. But wait, it's riddled with glaring grammatical gaffes, and you have no idea about how to make it stand out among a galaxy of other games. Let me, Amber, at Space Jamber Wordcrafting, abduct your work at thespacejamber.cool. With 5 years of professional editing, copywriting, and social media marketing experience, I'm laser focused on making your games, books, and more out of this world. My constellation of clients include Penny for a Tale, The Wanderer's Tome, and even Fat Magic. So you know you're guaranteed a quality result. Again, contact me, Amber, at Space Jamber Wordcrafting for a free consultation at thespacejamber.cool. That's thespacejamber.cool.
A story of monsters, mystery, and myth, and the 4 adventurers who have banded together as heroes and as friends.
And then he hears Val's voice from above, and then he basically feels better.
Yeah. Who come together to make the world a little safer for their fellow mortals. Large creatures.
I brought Hody!
Yeah.
We can't put Hody in danger.
Well, I guess it's hero time. Reckless Attack is a weekly, collaboratively built and character-driven D&D 5th edition actual play podcast. Join us at our table as we explore a homebrew fantasy world whose future is built on the mistakes of the past. A story of ultra giants and saints, legends and rediscovery, and stacks of frogs.
Checkers is building his own Ewok village.
Check us out at recklessattack.com or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Hey, you there, listener. This is Allie, from that podcast that you're listening to right now. Well, if you're listening to us, you must be really into or interested in tabletop role-playing games. Well, from the makers and publishers of games like Mutants and Masterminds, that's the one that we play, Blue Rose, Dragon Age RPG, Fantasy Age RPG, and many more, Green Ronin Publishing and Dice Drop Evolution would like to give back to you all. So stock up and pick up some new games at greenronin.com and use the code DiceDrop at checkout to help save you some money. Again, that is greenronin.com, and the code is DiceDrop at checkout. Have fun, friends.
I don't like this.
She hangs up. She's gone. That was all she wanted to tell you.
Fuck. Michael's gonna start throwing his shit together real quick. And bust open his door and be like, guys, we need to go. Like time yesterday.
Everyone's asleep.
I know. He's gonna yell it. He's gonna yell it and wake everybody the fuck up.
Let's see how many people actually wake up. Everybody roll me a d20 who's in
Whee!
I'm not actually gonna yell because my yell's really, really fucking loud.
That's fine.
I'm not gonna
this
wake
one
up.
I actually will roll for. I'll use my...
I most definitely
dice.
did not wake up. Am I adding awareness to this or just a straight D20?
You're just doing a straight d20.
Yeah, I don't wake up.
I got an 11.
The only one that wakes up is River. Guys, the DC was like at least a 14.
Well, I got a 5.
So,
All right,
River
cool.
wakes up.
So at least River wakes up. River wakes.
She's just like, what's going on?
I'm gonna whisper in her ear. My mother is on her way here.
You know what? Bet. Like,
I'm sleeping in the same room as River.
Are you?
Yes. But remember, I made it canon that I am a relatively somewhat light sleeper. So I feel like I would hear them talking. Of course, we'd be sleeping in the same room, you nitwit.
I figured we had a big enough Airbnb.
No, we'd be sleeping in the same room even if we had enough room.
Oh, we became that close. Got it.
Yes, we are that close. I start to wake up and I'd be like, we all have parental issues. Intern, just go to sleep.
Here's
my
thing,
parental
Nicole.
issues aren't out to kill us.
And I go, my parental issues captured one of us.
Here's the thing. Michael, I'm gonna be very honest. One, we should probably tell everybody what the fuck is going on. Two,
sorry.
Two, just like a wild guess. Have her come get us. Maybe it will eliminate one of the problems.
Have her bring some breakfast. She's showing up and I look at what time is it?
Right now it is probably 3 a.m.
I go, oh my God, she's showing up at the ungodly hour of 3 a.m. Michael, go to sleep. Tell your mom to come back in the morning.
I don't think you really understand.
Oswald shows up in the doorway.
I look at Mike. I then lift my head up off the pillow. One of my eyes is somewhat open. The other one is in that weird winking thing. You know what I mean? When you have one eye open. I'm looking at him and I go, unless your mother is Jeanette Astoria, I find no reason to interrupt me and River's beauty sleep. Good night.
River looks fucking directly at Remy, just staring at her blankly.
Michael's gonna look right at Remy. He's like, about that.
And I knew it. So then Remy, the moment he says that, her eyes just Squidward meme just shoot open. And she looks at him and she's just like, I'm going to give you to the count of 3 to explain before I stick the twins on you. And then it cuts to the twins and they're growling at him like rabid dogs.
The twins were sleeping in front of the fireplace like dogs.
And they're growling at him like rabid dogs. You see that their hindquarters are raised.
What do you want me to explain?
Is Jeanette Astoria the woman who made you into your womb evacuation day?
Removal day.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I go, then we have nothing to worry about. And I go back to sleep.
Zach comes out.
You go back to sleep, but okay, how about this? She raised me.
I throw a lamp at his head. And I yell at him, and you didn't think that this was important information! And I start throwing everything I can at him.
River puts her hands up, and she's just like, all right, here's the thing, Remy, here's the thing, Remy. I knew and Zach knew, and we didn't want to destroy everybody because you just went and almost killed your fucking father, and we felt like it was a lot.
And then the winds come open and slam open the door. Like, hold on, I need to roll to see if that actually happens. Straight D20, right? At this point? Okay. The winds are rattling the window. They're rattling. I got an 11 on the die. I would say that they're rattling.
Yeah, it's definitely like air is definitely hitting the house. But River like goes, hear me out before you destroy everything, because you need to learn to fucking listen, Remy. And this is coming from me. Okay?
She takes a deep breath in. And then as she exhales, she goes, you have approximately 10 minutes to explain before I get real angry again.
River looks at you dead in the face and goes, do you really think that I would let somebody from Astoria come into this place after what she put me through? Do you really think I would do that? Do you really think I would go and trust somebody like that if they weren't 100% on our side? Do you remember what I was in? Do you remember what I was put through? Do you remember what me and my aunt were put through?
Yes, hence why I'm being a little overprotective right now.
Hear me out. And she takes Michael's face and she puts it down to her level.
Does she smoosh it?
Yeah, she basically smooshes it and puts it down to River's level because River is very small. And she goes, you see this motherfucking scar? You think that came from, I don't know, a mission? No, it didn't.
It did.
And she pushes Michael's face back. She's like, shut up for a moment. I'm saving your life right now.
And Michael will stand up and just like do the little zip mouth thing.
He's like, good man.
The only reason I was laughing before when you said the wind is rattling the windows, I was like, in my head, I was like, the wind is rattling the windows. There's a raven outside the door. Rapping.
Yes. If only, man.
I can hear the beating heart.
As the raven cries, nevermore. Don't quote the raven.
Nevermore.
There is a guy at the door. Oswald answers. It's a dude named Edgar. My bad.
It's actually Edmund, but in an Edgar Allan Poe. It's Edmund in an Edgar. Yes, it's Edmund in an Edgar Allan Poe cosplay.
Yeah, Edmund's like, whoa, my bad, wrong house.
And he's here to sell his raven.
Yeah,
the raven is actively knocking on the door.
So River looks directly at you, Remy, and she's breathing very, very slowly because she's trying to like calm herself down as well as calm you down, and go. Astoria put food on his table and kept him educated. That does not mean that he is her. Astoria is still abusive. Astoria still wants to hurt people as well as what is technically her son. There's a reason he's with us right now, and it's not just a turnaround of, oh, I want to infiltrate this. If he was, I don't think he would have been in the cell that we found him in. The one that was purposely taking away a lot of his powers. The one that was hurting him when he tried to get out. So I need you to listen to him before you go crazy. Because I know how you are. We saw what happened with your father. We need you to fucking listen.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh at that moment. I just remember it as me yelling at him and not really letting him speak to me.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like I like went full on like battle bitch mode like Remy's about to. Okay.
Yeah. So River then gestures her hand to Michael and goes, "You can unzip now and say what you need to."
Yes. Thank you. Yes, Astoria is the one that raised me. That does not mean anything to anyone besides us getting the fuck out of here right now. She is the one that caused my scar on my face. And that's partly most of the reason why I had to go through a series of tests to see if I had powers. That's why she wanted to raise me. And it's difficult because there's a lot of the same situation that River had to go through. So I know partly how it is. And I want to see her dead just as much as all y'all.
So are we good now?
I'm going to roll, and this is what should I do to like see if I believe him? Because again, Remy has gone through a lot with her entire family lying to her entire life about a lot of different things.
Give me an insight.
I was about to say, like, her friend group has lied to her. Her boyfriends have lied to her. Insight is a +6. Okay, I rolled a 12 plus 6. It's an 18.
This man in front of you has probably given you one of the most genuine, heart-wrenching, you can see it on his face, answers you have probably ever been given in your fucking life.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There's not a shift in his eye. There is not any twitches on his face that would indicate that he's lying. His body posture is rigid, but only to the point where he's clearly afraid of his mother.
Okay.
And that is the only time that he's like this. Because you've seen him pretty relaxed for the most part, even in battles.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of my clothes and then start heading towards the bathroom. And as I pass by him, I say to him, I'm just like I'm trying to think of exactly what to say that it doesn't come off as like I want to have it come off saying that I trust him, but at the same time, pull this shit again and I'm gonna fucking beat some ass. I think I'm gonna say, listen, you keep information from the entire group again, and I am not afraid to beat down some ass. You're lucky, and I point to River, and I go, you are so lucky you had someone in that moment to stand up for you. And I walk out and go change in the bathroom. Oh my God.
River then looks at you, Michael, and goes, she'll come around. It's fine.
To be honest, true. Probably by the end of this episode.
Wait, did Oswald wake up and is he there with an 11?
Yeah, Oswald's there. You said he was there.
Yeah, with Shade and probably Zach.
But you guys were probably wondering how this would go down because you remember what happened with Remy's father.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I look at Michael and I'm like, look, all of us have our, tragic backstories. I mean, my parents were missing for God knows how long, but, that's why we have each other, right? We have to stick together. And I mean, I'm no stranger to punting people, so I'll punt someone if you point me in the right direction.
River then holds up her hand just to make it clear. I want to make it very clear that I was kind of the one to tell Michael to not mention it. And that was just because everybody was already at their worst, and I didn't need them to hurt somebody that didn't deserve it. Because I feel like a lot of us, Remy, she screams, have a lot of big emotions sometimes and kind of don't think before they act. That was it. And that's not me becoming the leader of the group. That's not me doing anything. That's me pointing everybody in a direction that I think would be most helpful. Now, right now, it was the most helpful to kind of leak that information, or else I feel like everybody would wonder how Michael knew that Astoria was coming. I think it shows how, if anything, how good of a team member he is by saying, hey, Astoria's fucking coming, and we should probably gear up, if anything.
Yep. We should probably go quickly.
But here's my thing. Here's me actually being kind of the asshole leader for just like half a second, right, guys?
A main character for a hot second.
River like sits on the floor as she does. She hasn't in a while, and she felt like it's necessary. What if we don't run and we just take care of the problem? Because the more we keep running from this bitch, the more distracting she's going to be from getting rid of the main prize, which is very obviously Peter.
Alright.
Allie, is this the episode where we finally kill Astoria?
The next one might be.
Okay.
Alright, what if we just use me as bait?
I mean, technically we could use me as bait too, Michael. We're going to talk about which one of us is actually more useful to her and which one she would care about more, because I'm going to be selfish here and say, she's not really coming for you. What's the prize she lost for the second time? Because I am the treasurer. Ha 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 ha.
Alright, we'll send you out.
Or we could both go out and we can go separate ways. And it'll be like a dog. Which one's the owner?
Who are you gonna pick, kid?
Now, Oswald, it's like 3:30 in the morning now. You understand kind of the scope of what's about to happen. Would you have your phone or anything near you, Oswald?
Probably.
Okay. I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. Oh, I know.
I was about to say emergency response system. Beep, beep.
No. Strike the phone. I didn't ask about that. I don't care. We're going to say prior to this. We're going to say prior to this. We're going to go back a few hours. Oswald, we're going to go back a few hours before all of this happened, before everyone was woken up to this message. It's going to be around.
We're going to splice. We're going to edit. We're going to move things around.
We're going to go back to around midnight, to when you're like passed out, Shade is in your arms.
Oh,
and you're in a fun little slumber to dreamland.
Oh, cool.
It's weird. You can tell you're dreaming, but you're not lucid dreaming, if that makes sense. Like, you can tell, like, that guy's face, I know that guy's face, but I don't know that guy's face. So yeah, like, you're aware, like, this is probably a dream. You kind of hung out in this place once or twice with Winston, whenever he was, like, in your brain or whatever. Suddenly, the dream sort of twists and turns a little bit, and it goes into a white room, and everything that was there is no longer there, and there's just a chair
in the center of this white room. It's the one colored thing in this room, and it's red. It's like a burgundy maroon red. And you're expecting probably, oh, Peter's about to show up, and finally my dreams. I'm finally the chosen one. Instead,
I finally get a sexy Peter dream.
Fucking yes. Finally.
It's my turn, Remy. God damn it!
You whispered verbally out loud. My God.
That is like
his parents then ask, "What do you mean? Who's Remy?"
Yeah, right.
Instead, there's an older gentleman that shows up on the chair.
I know it.
Who is it then, Remy? Who is
It's his dad. It's his papa. That's what I said. His parents are gonna go, "Oh, who's Remy?"
Okay, yeah, sure. No, that's not where I'm going at all. There's an older gentleman that shows up in the chair, and you do recognize him, Oswald. He has a little bit more of sunken-in cheeks than the last time you saw him. Eyes dark from lack of sleep. Kind of like black hair, but obviously has aged, so there's like pepper. It's like salt and peppered a little bit. And a kind of goatee sort of action going on. And Oswald, this is your uncle, actually. You've seen him, you know him. That is your uncle. That was the man that was married to your aunt.
Is he? You said he was sitting in the chair?
Yeah, he's sitting in a chair, legs crossed, sort of looking at you.
I look at him and I'm like, why are you here?
Well, Oswald, I can ask you the same thing. Why are you in Anchorage?
Because I felt like it? I don't have to tell you.
I mean, you're kind of just poking into things you really shouldn't be. Just letting you know that right now, son.
Man, I've been doing that for like, I don't know, a year now?
Yeah, a little bit over a year. And I wasn't expecting to see you in Anchorage again. I don't know why I gave him a country accent. Here we are.
I mean, he's not technically, he's not blood related to me, so.
So your aunt's been sort of alone in that apartment. I don't know if you realized. We decided on separate paths.
I noticed. Yeah, it's about time.
Yeah. I love her very much, Oswald, but she doesn't understand the big vision. And I'm gonna be honest, her powers, though fun, not really useful. Kind of like on the low end, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So, you can probably tell I joined more interesting sort of venture.
Let me guess, you're either with Astoria or Peter.
Well, if I'm in your dreams right now, son, I think you
probably
can figure.
Peter, yeah.
Probably Peter, yeah. I knew you had some form of brains in you.
Can I, like, try and call for, fuck, why am I forgetting his name? Because we haven't seen him in
Winston.
Winston, yeah. Can I, like, try to call for Winston with my brain?
With your brain? Sure. Give me
I'm gonna use my big brain. Big brain.
I'm gonna yawn.
How dare you?
Yeah, right?
Give me an intellect check. Actually, give me a will. Give me a will check. Give me that good will saved, so you can will him there.
Okay, I get a +8. So, let's see. Well, that's a 20. 12 plus 8, so.
Not bad.
I get a dial tone.
It was kind of like an inkling of like, oh, he's coming, and then suddenly it was kind of like one of those ringtones where it's like, hello, hi, how are you? This is actually just my voicemail. It was one of those.
Hello, like that phone guy from Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello.
Yeah, so he doesn't quite show up. He doesn't quite show up, and he just sort of, your uncle's looking at you, Oswald, and he's just like, not getting who you want?
Nah, I'm just thinking about things.
Just thinking. All right.
Yeah. It's something you should try, you know?
Oh, I have tried. That's why I'm here.
No, I meant like thinking for yourself, you know, and not like following someone else. Just
Yeah. How do you think? I thought for myself, and I thought this was the better option. So, I wanted you to know that Peter isn't exactly pissed, but he isn't exactly happy with what happened the other night at the banquet.
Then why should I care?
I just thought I'd let you know that, one of your enemies is not particularly happy, but it seems like, well, we'll see how the next 48 hours works out and see if you're still an issue to Peter, right?
You better be careful. I got a mean punting foot.
Yeah, I know. Tell Savannah I said hi. Or does she go by that stupid name Rory now? Ugh. Hated that middle name of hers. But tell Savannah I said hi, will you? Next time you see her? Thanks, kid. And he just winks at you and kind of the dream disappears. And that's when you actually wake up to Michael screaming.
Before I wake up, I I manifest like as many cannons as I possibly can and just blow the shit out of the chair.
All right.
Just because I want.
I'll give it to you. It does nothing, but I'll give it to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's, Oswald doesn't like his uncle, and there's a good reason, so,
Mm-hmm.
This is my way of like, ha! I got you.
You want to know what I was thinking of the entire time his uncle was talking? My name's Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
That was kind of the energy I wanted, not gonna lie.
I wrote that down, and I just wrote Doug Dimmadome. It's honestly not going to surprise me if his name is Doug D. Adome.
Actually, his name is Jason Silver.
Damn it.
I was kind of hoping you would rename him to Doug.
Yeah.
No, I wrote his name down. Once it's written down, guys, sorry.
His evil name is Doug Dimmadome.
So,
everybody knows what his name is, but like all of his Dreamweaver friends are like, oh look, it's Doug Dimmadome.
Owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
I heard he was the owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. We better make way for him.
Now, I do wanna like preface something. At the beginning, before we were even recording, Elena and I were on.
Oh fuck! What did I do?
And I asked Elena, "Hey, say heads or tails for me," and she went heads, and I said, "Okay." And it was actually going to be the opposite of what she said. So I actually did a tails. And tails was Astoria, and heads was... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, heads was... Either way, he ended up in Evolution. I forgot what I just said.
So it was going to be either he was going to work for Evolution or he was going to work for Astoria.
Yep.
Okay. I thought I did something really, really bad.
No, but he was going to be on the bad side either way. I just need to know which one.
That's good, because Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome, is an asshole.
I mean, he did leave his kid in a hole for how long?
He did. I forgot about that.
I think that was a really overlooked part of that show, and just really dark. His kid's just trapped in a hole, and he's not even doing anything to help find him.
Right before we go, because I'm going to make this a little bit short, because I know Kyle isn't feeling well, and I know fucking Britton is exhausted.
My eyes have not been completely open this entire time.
I love you. So, Michael, as everybody's in the the kind of like foyer area of this Airbnb, it's a huge Airbnb. You did very well, Remy.
Thank you.
Oh boy.
So, as everybody starts coming into the foyer, just so like everyone can start like wrangling up what they need to for this sort of battle for Astoria to finally just get her done, just to finally just finish that out.
Finally murder a hoe.
Finally murder a hoe. You hear from behind you. Yeah. You hear from behind you, Michael, the and it's Frank sort of floating around and getting to you, and it's his eyes kind of like flash red, like when you're working in an office and you see the phone and you obviously missed a call and it's like flashing red for whatever reason and you don't know how to get rid of it. But instead of it being like a voice message, it's a text message, and it has the initials on this one, KF, and it says just in this lease, it says Terrarium High. And if you want to tell everybody that, you can. Or it just says Terrarium High, and you can figure that out for yourself.
Terrarium High.
I prefer Hello. Nothing. Stupid joke.
No, Michael will ask the question to everybody. Does anybody know what Terrarium High means? Like, just out of nowhere.
Oswald, you would know this as your old high school. We're going to have a high school battle, just like I wanted.
Can I, like, actively choose to fuck up the math teacher's classroom for no reason?
Yes, you can actively choose to do that, but you will do that on the next episode of Dice Drop Evolution. Dun dun.
Next time on Dice Drop Evolution.
Hi, friends. It's me again. I know you heard me at the beginning. Now you're hearing me here. I recorded these at the same time. Wow. So, how you doing? Hope you liked the episode. Yes, that means in the next episode, it will be the part 1 to the demise of Jeanette Astoria. It was a very long recording, so there might be 3 parts to that one, just like there was the banquet. Sorry, not sorry. It's a chaotic fucking nightmare, so I can't wait for you guys to hear the first part of it. This is something I am going to bring up because at the beginning of the episode, I did say it was a re-record, and we actively said in the few episodes that this was a re-record, and there's context to it in the episode before this. We did have issues with one of our guests, and some not so great behavior was shown from them, and it made it apparent that they had a lot of demons that they had to work out, and they were using those demons as a reason to lash out on people that just wanted to help them. So, because of the behavior and the very often boundary crossing and very manipulative and gaslit behavior, we decided to take their episode down. So this is me just saying this out loud. If this makes you guys want to stop listening, then stop listening. It's not that big of a deal to me. If someone sets a boundary and they've already helped you a lot, and you use that boundary to try and manipulate a situation, then maybe you should step back and reevaluate what you're thinking about. I know already that the person that we recorded with will not listen to this episode, so I personally am not talking to them. I'm talking to everyone that listens to Dice Drop. Respect others' boundaries. respect a situation and don't try omitting the truth and be accountable for your own actions. That is probably one of the best ways to go about things. So I'm actually not going to put any more ads into this ending because I think it'd be in poor taste for me to be like, oh, by the way, because I'm doing this, you should also do all these things for us. I think that'd be shitty. This is just sort of me bringing awareness, being kind of, and this is coming from me because I was the one that was very much affected, being manipulated and gaslit from a guest on here has made me sit back and think. So Dice Drop probably won't be having a ton of guests on for a while. We'll still be having Kev on, obviously, because we have a side arc. But because of this, there probably won't be that many new guests for a bit, because I wanted to bring this person in and I wanted to start a really nice friendship with them, and they just sort of immediately ripped away from all the boundaries I set, and they weren't even like that deep of boundaries. So yeah, the situation traumatized me a lot, and I don't respect nor will platform that behavior. So be safe, know your worth, make sure you stay hydrated, and I'm happy you're here. Bye, guys. Have a good rest of your time zone, weekend, whatever you're listening to this. Bye.
Those are great.
My main tasks are I shoot. I can't speak.
I shit.
I shit.
I shoot. Sometimes I shoot the shit.